What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Max RPM Performance YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking out my 1969 Dodge Charger. Daytona for a Goliath run using my S2 R-Tune. What do I mean by R-Tune? I mean everything is race. Like, everything is race build. That means everything on this car has been upgraded to racing spec. That means race everything. On the engine, the tires, the suspension, all that shit, the chassis reinforcement. My track tunes are usually tunes that have racing suspension, but they're not fully upgraded with racing parts. Upon watching this video, I realized I misspoke a little bit. What I was trying to say is my track tunes are tunes that have handling upgrades, or upgrades that are more focused towards handling than just everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, I do a few upgrades to the motor, but the majority, if not all of my upgrades, are towards the suspension, the tires, the brakes, and whatnot, to make the car handle better. The R stands for racing. Whenever you see an R-tune, that means it is a race tune. That means everything on it has been touched. All the parts of the engine, the suspension, the transmission, the diff, the tires, the brakes, the chassis reinforcement, all of those parts have been upgraded to racing parts. So if you ever look up any of my tunes and they say R-tune or track tune or whatever, you know the difference between the two. I just want to make sure I mention that. S2 Classic Muscle Goliath run, 1 lap, set to summer, difficulty set to pro. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. And we're off. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. If you can't tell already, I put the Hellcat engine in this vehicle. Oh, yeah, let's go. Already in first. Hell yeah. Oh, shit, you gotta slow down. Gotta slow down. We're doing good. Alright. Alright, ease. Alright. I got them through there. I think most of them have rear-wheel drive. Come on. Oh my god. Dude, this thing is balls to the wall insane. Oh man. Oh, I made some more synchro stew. I'm sorry, TR6060. Looks like we're making stew today. Oh fuck. Alright, we're good. Oh shit. Alright. That's much better. Oh, okay now. This thing tried to take flight. Oh. This thing is a rocket. Which is kind of ironic because if you know anything about this car, you know it was designed by Chrysler's rocket division. Or one of the guys who used to work on rockets for Chrysler during the time this car was built designed the aero for this car. So it's pretty much designed like a rocket. Which is badass. And that's why this car got banned. Because it was so badass, they had to nerf this car. After one season. And as you're seeing right now, in Classic Muscle S2, everyone, that means everyone's fully built. I'm whooping everybody. Just like this car did back in the 60s. Oh man, I love this. This is one of those cars that's just ease up, give it some more throttle, let's go. Yeah. Yeehaw! Let's go, buddy. Buckety, buckety, boys. Let's go racing. Oh, man. Oh shit. I made more synchro stew. I'm sorry, tier 6060. Please don't explode. Oh man. This thing is such a treat to drive, man. Once again, S2. It is all-wheel drive. I will be working on a rear-wheel drive version of this car, but I don't know if you'd want one. You see how well this thing's doing, right? You see how well it launched off the line and just passed everyone? That's because it got instant grip. And you're going to tell me that you'd want this thing rear-wheel drive where you have a little bit more trouble getting off the line? I took first place before we even got out to the first few corners. Like, bruh. This is designed to win. Now look. I'm not saying that you can't win with the rear-wheel drive. I've done it before. But the grip that you get with this off the line... Oh man, it's just, it's so good. And some of you might ask, why would you want to get off the line really fast and take first place? Well, if you don't, then you're bumping into everybody. As you guys have seen in my past few races I've done, I'm bumping into people constantly. But with this thing, shoo, right past them. 0 to 60, and I think 4 seconds. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. It might be a little bit less than that. It might be like 2 seconds and then, or 2.2 seconds and then 0 to 100 in 4 seconds. I think that's what it is. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. After this race is over, I'll go look. Oh my god. Oh. This is just... Hmm. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, y'all. I've created a driving machine. Oh, baby. Let's go! Yeah. Let's go, baby. Alright, come on, baby. Come on. More synchro stew. Woo! Alright, you guys, there you have it. Alright, you guys, there you have it. That is my S2 R-Tune Goliath run with my 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. Now, let's go for a little drive, and I'll talk about how this car came to be. Alright. This car has kind of been a work in progress for quite some time. And I mean quite some time before I really got this tune mapped out. Because I got this car when I was learning the game, learning the tuning and whatnot. And I made my first tune using this exact setup. But it had some weaknesses. One being, I was using a controller at the time. And the controller doesn't really tell you much. I mean, the improvements worked when I was using a controller. Because using a controller, the game has certain aids and whatnot that help you. But using a wheel, the tune was, it was god-awful. This car was the first muscle car that I ever really, tuned for racing. Because I think I had to do a Goliath event, and I didn't have any other really fast cars in my garage except for this one, but I needed it to be a certain class to win. It was like one of those things that required me to have an S2, and I built this. Now, at first, it had the 6.2 V8, which was the LS engine. Later on, I was like, you know, it's a Dodge. I'm going to put the Hellcat motor in it just because I feel like that's what it should be. I feel like this thing should have a Hemi under the hood because that's what it originally had before. Although I will say with the 6.2 LS, I was able to make it accelerate faster from 0 to 60 and 0 to 100. But I had a slightly lower top speed. For some reason, the Hemi just gives you more top speed. I don't know why. It's by a couple miles per hour. And that's why I put it in here. Also, it makes the front end just slightly lighter. And it makes this thing a little bit more nimble. I know, right? Surprisingly, the Hemi is actually lighter than the LS. Who would have thought? What a time to be alive. Now, of course, with the LS, I did put a twin turbo kit and all that and yada yada yada. This is supercharged. Because it's the Hellcat motor. And they don't offer a turbo option. Hold up. Alright. I can't resist. When I see a speed zone, I gotta go for it, y'all. But this thing right here is just, it's one of those cars that's very special to me because once I got this car, I was able to win a lot of races with it. Racing in the classic muscle class. That I was able to get the Dodge Viper. Once I got the Dodge Viper and I got that thing figured out, then everything else just kind of opened up to me. Then I started learning drifting. Then I started learning rally. This car is the one car that got me started on earning a crap ton of money and got me to the point where I can earn a lot of money, so that whenever I was going to buy cars and whatnot, I would have enough money to put the upgrades I needed on them and tune them the way I wanted them to be tuned. This car is one of those cars that's part of my foundation. This car is one of the building blocks of my foundation, and I put a lot of work in this car, man. Like, I got the game back in like middle of 2019, played it a little bit, then some things happened and I stopped playing it for a little while. Started playing it again once I got my wheel, and it was very frustrating getting that figured out. Once I got it figured out, I started learning how to tune and whatnot. I came back to this car, and I was gonna come back to this car eventually because this is where I started. This car is what got me to where I could drive and tune really, really fast cars. This car got me comfortable with those vehicles, and that's why I wanted to make the tune. Now, I'm going to pull over somewhere up here. So I'm headed to this gravel road up here. I'm going to pull over and then I'm going to show you guys the setup that I'm using. Okay, it's got a 2.165 0 to 60 and a 4.8 52 second 0 to 100. Top speed is 241.3, which is still really fast. Alright y'all, here's the setup right here, the S2R tune. 1,047 horsepower, 901 pound-feet of torque. The car weighs 3,061 pounds, 52/48 front rear weight distribution, 6.5 liters, all-wheel drive, all the grip that you need. And as you can see, the acceleration and the launch on this thing is crazy. The brakes are even good. It's got decent handling. This car is probably the best handling car in the classic muscle car class. Like, even racing against unbeatable drivatars, I've found that this tune right here in this setup is really good because you get a lot of traction out of the hole. And then around really tight turns that are coming onto a straight, you can put down more power than they can and then come out with more power. And it just gives you an edge. This is a really good setup. If you was to use this setup right here, I have no doubt in my mind that you would do great things with it and you will win. And you know it's going to work, and you know it's a good tune because you've seen it work. And I'm telling you guys the history of this tune. I've been working on this for a long time. So this is not something that was just developed. This is something that was developed over the course of a couple of years. So, you know you're getting a quality tune if you get a tune from me. And I can 100% guarantee that it's a quality tune and you will like it if you use it. I think it'll even work good on controller too. I don't know. I tweaked the tune to work better with this. So if you're using a sim wheel, I feel like you'll like the tune a lot better. Also, I do want to say sooner or later I am going to have a wheel settings video coming out. I have already recorded it. I have just not edited the video yet. So, that's in the works. Don't worry. I still have the footage and I will get it out to you guys as soon as I can. But with that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. I'm fixing to get off here. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, be positive, and kick misery in the throat. And keep it between the ditches. Peace.